Good morning. Welcome to the Professor Maima Show. Hope you're doing well wherever watching me around the world. So this is a comedy show for your own entertainment. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. So today I'm here about on the construction site. So I'll show you some work I've been doing. So you see I'm digging this ground so that the area is levelized here. This cotton has to be dug, so you fill in stones. Then afterwards we'll do the plastering of the whole compound so that when water comes, it comes like this and goes the other side. So it doesn't enter into these houses. Here it doesn't enter into these houses. That's what we are doing here. Yes. So this is what I'm doing here. Yes. So this is what I'm doing. The water will just come like this and then go down. Yes. So even me, I'm learning. So you have the sururu here. This is an axe. You can see this is the axe. I don't know, it's called an axe or something. Not even an axe. There's a name they call it. A spade as usual, you know it. You know this spade, this is the spade here. Then you have the wheelbarrow. You see our wheelbarrows are modified. You see, we remove the normal tire when it's bought. They put this is a wheel from a car. You see, this is modification so that it can use to be carry this. So you see, so that's what I'm doing on this construction site. So that's why I'm talking about skills for the 21st century. Most young men and women don't want to learn skills. You can have a degree, a certificate, but you can learn a skill, whether it's plumbing, whether it's electrician, whether it's mason. But these days, plumbing, all of them, they earn money. Although plumbing, you earn more because there's a lot of work, digging the holes, manhole. No, you earn money. Plumbers are always fixing even taps, small leaks. You know, these days people don't know when there's a leak in the house, in the drainage, in the sink, you name it. That's why I'm saying skills for the 21st century. Although we are in the technological world, some of these skills cannot be replaced by a robot. Do you see a robot carrying, digging and putting, doing landscaping? What I was doing is landscaping. It can't. Can it do plumbing? No. Can it do masonry? No. Can it do electrician? No. So that's what I'm talking about, skills for the 21st century. So if you're a young woman and lady, if you're a young man and woman watching me, learn some skills. Go, even if you have a degree in humanity, geography, go and learn some skill that can get you money. Like now, if you go to the developed countries, they are looking for people who know skills. Skills like what? Masonry, that's one. Electrician, plumbing, people who can do digital remote working, people who can drive it's called what, trucks, who can drive big machine, rollers, excavators, because the young generation that is not interested. Like if you go now to America, most young men and women, they are into social media only because they have it easy. It's a social state. Imagine if you are an employed graduate, you just stay there and the government pays for you, gives you food. So your job is to sleep in your father's house. Lunchtime you go and get some small food, some lunch, and then you do what? You eat and then you go back in the evening. And that's what happened to young men here in Kenya. Most of them are educated, they have certificates, but what has happened? They go back to they're still in their parents' house, so they sit there, and then they just depend on their parents. Sometimes a man's slave is a dog's slave. Sometimes you get unemployed, or you get fired, or you have economic crisis. You have gone back to your parents' house. You are between 30. I'm talking about the men who are below 50. Because once you are above 50, you are either having your own assets or you are managing your father's assets. What did I say? If you are above 50, you are either owning your own assets or managing your father's assets. That's period. That's why they always tell when you finish college and then you have skills, you should be able to earn your money. Because these days people are looking at more than one income stream. Maybe you are a teacher, a lecturer, you are running peanuts. What you should do is gain more than one income stream. Have 3 income streams, then earn your money. Then, I've always said, I always repeat, save in a circle, save in shares, okay, in a circle, save buy, it's called what? Yeah, save in a circle, buy shares in companies, open account for your shares, like you go to a bank, they will advise you on how to get shares, to buy shares, like Equity Bank has shares account, you open a shares account, you put in money, and then they'll advise how the brokers can be using your money to buy shares. Like if, let's say, there are shares being bought somewhere, they inform you, then you give, you send the money there. Because you open a shares account, you put in money, then they advise you, you buy shares through using that account. So any dividend that is getting is put in that account. That's what I'm saying, skills for the 21st century. So young men and women of these days should learn more than one skill. You have these motorcycle taxis, border borders in Kenya. That's good, but sooner or later there will be no what? There will be no passengers for you to carry. You just have people. So I want to sit in the sun. Look at the way the sun is so good. There will be no people for you to carry. What we'll have is what do you say? The people you are carrying will be also owning motorcycles, because these days they are bringing technology is changing so fast. Motorcycles are cheaper, and then you're having electric, whatever you call them, electric motorcycle, buses, and what have you. So that's why I'm saying skills for the 21st century. If you're a young man and woman watching me, concentrate on learning a skill. You have 3 income streams. You save in circles, shares, buy assets. Money is assets. Buy land, buy houses, build a house. In fact, building is better. Buy first land in a rural area, and then buy land here in Kenya in town centers. Build your rural home, a nice mansion. In fact, you should build your mansion in your rural areas, and then in town here, just build rentals. You can build here a rental complex, and you live in the other one house as the caretaker, wherever you are. So that when your children one day, they don't have work, you can tell your daughter, my daughter, there's a house here, you sit in, be the caretaker. Well, now you go back to a country, rural areas, in that big mansion to enjoy your life, your sunset. This is what we're talking about. Because I see these young men these days, they think having beard is masculinity. Yes, it's good to have a big beard, but you should be having that big beard, and you say, I'm having assets, I'm having land, isn't it? That's what we are talking about. You're having big assets. So, skills for the 21st century. That's what we are talking about. So, if you're a young man and woman, learn a skill that will earn you money. Yes. So, skills for the 21st century will earn you good money and will make you prosperous and rich. You have a beard, they are saying, you should be able to show your assets. Maybe you have land, you have rental apartments, you have your own mansion, you have your big car maybe. Then when you have big beard, no one will ask you a question. But you're growing a big beard and you own nothing, still living with your parents' house, still depending on other people to support you, being paid a hands-to-mouth salary. If you're running a salary less than $2,000, yes, $2,000, 200,000 Kenya shillings, then just know that job is not good enough for you. Any income should be $2,000 and above, 200,000. Now that should be true skills for the 21st century. Or you want that money and you invest, buy assets, and also prepare your life for your children in future. So lastly, I want to pray for you who's watching me, that you have a long life, become rich and prosperous, and all your dreams become a reality, not only for you, your children, grandchildren, and all your generations. And also pray for myself to get $1 billion, 100 billion Kenya shillings, to build the biggest technological university in Kenya and worldwide, so that they can produce a product that can be used in Africa and worldwide, provide employment for the young Gen Zs in this world, in Kenya and worldwide, and also to train future entrepreneurs. That's my prayer. Amen. So if you like this video, please send mobile M-Pesa to this number to support us. Mobile M-Pesa +254 769 729327. I repeat again, mobile M-Pesa +254 769 729327. And as I always say, Gwaheri ya kuonana, Gwaheri.